Alright, hello, my name is James. I'm here to demonstrate Korg's new Electribe. It's the first Electribe in coming up to 15 years actually, and they're kind of renewing the family with this building. It's a different concept to EMX1. It's 24-note polyphonic synthesizer and drum machine and sequencer and a little mini chaos pad all in one box as a kind of like the ultimate entry level to Korg's range of, well, pretty much everything they do really in synth land. The guts of it, the synth engine is taken from the King Korg, which is, I mean, this is a £1,000 synthesizer, and they've squeezed it into this, and I think they're selling this for about €400. And yeah, it's a live performance thing first and foremost. And you could hold the attention of a dance floor with it in a club for hours and hours on end if you wanted. Just going from one 4-bar loop to the next. Each 4-bar loop you're supposed to program yourself, so you do need an imagination to use it. It's not going to run the dance for you, you know.
Has it got a sample engine in it as well, or is it just...
Well, this is the thing, like, this is synth drum machine. The other one will be Electribe, the Electribe sampler. But I can't actually show you that at the moment. Just this.
So is it exactly the same architecture as the King Korg? So same oscillator count, all of that stuff?
Yeah, right. I mean, the filters are kind of MS-20 filter, Moog filter, Prophet 5 filter, Oberheim even. So yeah, all the kinds of filter algorithms that you'd get on the King Korg. So it's kind of, yeah, I mean, it's the latest bit of analog modelling that Korg have squashed into this.
What about storage and that kind of stuff, and connectivity to the computer?
Well, you've got USB, which can sync up to Ableton, or yeah, it'll be used as a MIDI controller. But you've also got this SD card.
Right.
Which what you would do is you'd export all your patterns onto this, and then you'd put that into Ableton, and it would load up all your audio.
Oh, it's got the same vibe as the gadget system, so it loads an Ableton session from your work.
Exactly, yeah, it loads the audio as well. It's not just data to trigger it, it actually loads the audio. So, I mean, as a producer, it's kind of like a paint palette thing. You mix all your tones on here, and then you use Ableton as the blank canvas to kind of construct your image. But also, having done that, you've also inadvertently written yourself a live set, so you can actually take it out to the club and just do it, just get on with it, basically.
What about MIDI control and that kind of thing? Does this work as a control surface as well?
Sure, it does. These are kind of scaled down version of MIDI. It's the same thing, but you just need a little adapter. You can get it on Amazon for 99p, and then you have a MIDI controller. I'm kind of waiting for people to do interesting things with this via MIDI, like syncing it to VJ software, or even syncing it to the lights in the club via DMX, MIDI to DMX. So every time a kick drum happens, a light flashes. Every time a filter sweep happens, your little moving heads go whoop or whatever. The possibilities are pretty far-ranging with this. And
the sort of chaos pad side of it, is that a control thing, or is that actually processing audio and you can process external audio with that?
Yeah, sorry, well this is, it's a master effects section. It's kind of like having a chaos pad bolted onto the outside, but it's actually just here. And also you can use it as arpeggiator. Well, I don't know.
Okay, well, re-trigger and what have you.
Yeah, you can re-trigger, and it's a master effects section, so you can select filter your whole mix up and down. And
can you process external audio through those master effects as well?
Yeah, it's got an audio in, stereo audio in. Yeah, also it's battery powered as well. So I mean, in theory, some mod will come up with a little RF replacement for the audio cables. So it'll be transmitting signal via radio frequency to front of house. You take the power cable out and you are literally just cable free, basically. And you can just wander around the club, go into the crowd with this, no cables, and it's transmitting to front of house. And, yeah.
So with the MIDI in, can you, and the USB over MIDI, it's just USB over MIDI, is it? Or is there audio over MIDI, over USB too?
No, it's just data over USB. The audio is done via SD card.
Right. Can you, so presumably you could just access the synth engine via external keyboard and...
If you want, yeah, just plug a keyboard in, and then instead of using this thing to play the notes in, you can play off your controller, and yeah.
Awesome. So do you know when they're going to be shipping?
It's not easy to say. I mean, they only really announced this last week. What day are we on? 16th? Yeah. So I think they're looking at November, as far as I know. But before Christmas, for sure.
Right. Excellent. Thanks, man. Do you want to just give us a little bit of a twiddle and a twirl? Because I want to see the lights. You've got to put it down because I saw the lights sort of shining from underneath. Let's have a look at these.
It's when you go from the other side and look at it. When people look at you like that, you can see the lights.
So they've got little LEDs underneath as well?
Yeah, any table you go on to. Let's get something loud going. No worries, mate. Cheers.